You better love me again. You better love me again.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be making a tier list out of every legend in Apex Legends Season 10. So before we getting into the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you subscribe, I will make sure that I upload some good gameplay for Splitgate, Roblox, and Apex into your YouTube feed. Alright, so to get us started with, I think D tier. Guys, pretty obvious who's in D tier. Watson. Okay, so let me explain why I put Watson there, right? So her fences are pretty much, they're annoying, trust me, but they're useless, right? You can wall jump over them, all that. And her ultimate and her passive are good though. They are good, but I mean, all her passive does just regenerate shield like very slow, very slow. I mean that's a good thing because if they make it a bit faster, like if they make it one shield per second, the shield will be way too OP. Everyone will be walking Watson. So yeah, I don't think the passive should get changed, but the ultimate maybe make it so the people standing in the radius get buffed damage. Maybe. Okay, so that's it about Watson. And now that she's the only legend in D tier, by the way. Okay, so in C tier, our first legend is gonna be Mr. Fusey. Okay, so now why I have Fuse there? The buffs he got in season 10 were amazing. It made him extra annoying. The ultimate buff, I really like it, and he's very underrated with the Rampage, right? But still, he's C tier because all he does. I mean, you need to carry grenades with him, because like if you're a person like me that does not like using grenades in Apex, your Fuse is gonna be pretty useless with you. You can get some really cool clips in it now though, like just throw some grenades and get like 400 kills. Yeah. So yeah, that's it about that. And I guess now for the buffs and nerfs, I expect to see from Fuse. I think they can increase the damage of the ultimate a bit. That's all. That's all Fuse needs, in my opinion. If they give him that buff, he'll probably go move up to A tier or B tier. Depends. Now, for now, he's on C tier. Now, for the next legend in C tier, we have Crypto. Now, why I have Crypto in C tier? Because I mean, he can be very good in like a Apex Predator level comms situation, but if you don't have those level of comms, which most people do not, he can be pretty useless. Or if you, because you need to communicate the pushes and stuff. And in my opinion, I don't think Crypto needs any buffs or nerfs. He straight up needs a rework. So in my opinion, they should change. They should keep his banner tactical. That's very useful. But they should also add an option for him to make his drone go invisible while standing still. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not into the lore much, but tell me down in the comments down below. Alright. So that's it for Crypto, and for his tactical, I don't think they should change it at all. But for his ultimate, maybe make it do more than 50, like 60 or 55, maybe. Not 75, though. That's way too much. Okay, so that's Crypto, and the next legend in C tier is Miss Rampart. Okay, forget about that. We have Rampart here because forgive me there. We have Rampart here because her abilities are annoying. She's like one of the most annoying legends in this game. Like if you put up her ultimate and her tactical and you camp like a zip line on top of a zip line or something, you better believe no one's pushing that zip line. But yeah, and you can break her barriers pretty easily if she does it in front of you. You can just shoot it once while it's deploying and it dies. Now for the buffs and nerfs, maybe add more health to her barrier when it's building up. That's a good idea. Don't do anything to the damage though. And yeah, I think that's the only maybe make the Sheila cooldown for Sheila like 10 more seconds shorter. I don't know. So that's it about Rampart. Now for the next legend in C tier, we have. Let me think. Oh yeah, Mirage. We have Mirage in C tier because he can be very fun to play. He's like one of the most fun legends to play. Trust me. So, but I have him in C tier because it is pretty easy to identify him and the decoys because in high level play, no one's getting bamboozled unless you pop the ultimate. And yeah, he is very fun to play though. Now, his passive's amazing too. Now, for the buffs and nerfs he needs, I think they don't need to buff his ultimate at all. It's good. First tactical, maybe make it so like when his decoys trigger like a caustic trap or something, it shows to the enemy that it's taking damage. That's a good thing. And also maybe give them more health, maybe. And yeah, or they can make it so you can like actually take control of the decoy like the crypto job. But I don't think that's really necessary. But if they add it, he'll probably move up to B tier. Not A tier though. No, it's never going to A tier. Okay, I get that's it for the C tier. Now for the B tier. The first lesson in the B tier, in my opinion, is Loba. I mean, she got some really good buffs. She's very useful now. Her passive is super useful when you land in a hot drop or something. Her tactical is amazing now. Her ultimate's very good. I don't think they need to do anything to her because B tier is like the balanced tier. Like they don't need a buff or nerf basically. I mean, if they would buff or nerf her, I mean, the nerf I would give her is maybe increase the cooldown on her ult by like 10 seconds. I don't think that's gonna make a difference though. If they want to buff her, maybe make it so she can see blue stuff, or you can choose what stuff you want to see in the menu or something. That's a good buff. She'll still stay in B tier though. I think B tier is the farthest Loba can go without being overpowered. The next legend in B tier is Horizon. I gotta get there. I think Horizon is B tier. Before season 10, she was surely C tier. But now, since she got her buff, she's good now. Like not A tier or S tier good. She's good. Like she's completely balanced. They don't need to do anything to her kit. Maybe they could increase the radius of her ultimate. That's a but increase it by like a bit. That's a good idea too. So yeah, that's why I think Horizon is in B tier. Now for the next legend in B tier, we have Bangalore. I mean, B for balanced. You can say Bangalore equals balanced because she's the most balanced character ever in this game, like ever. Her passive's amazing. Her smoke can be very useful when you're one shot and you want to run away and heal. Her ultimate's good. I mean, come on, it's an airstrike. Of course, it's good. They shouldn't do anything to her. If they want to buff her, maybe make it so she can see a bit clearly in the smoke, just a bit. That's a good idea. And are there any more legends in B tier? Let's see. And as a matter of fact, yes, there is one more legend in B tier. This is Battle Royale, by the way. It's Lifeline. Lifelines, no. If you're talking about arenas, Lifeline's like S tier, right? But hear me out. Most of the time, most Lifeline players, the chances that they die first are really high, right? So they can't res. And there is a strategy that I personally love is to target the lifeline. Like, even though we die, is just make sure the lifeline dies at all costs. Her ultimate's good, but it's not that good. They should just rework it, in my opinion. The rework I would give her is give her the Dummy's Big Day ultimate, the radius heal one. That was a very good ultimate. I don't know why they have not added it yet. Maybe it's because of the lower problems or something. I don't know. So her passive Her passive's good. That's a res basically. Her tactical, I don't think that needs to be changed. It'll always be a balanced tactical forever. And are there any more legends in B tier? If you're talking like, I could put Octane in there, but no, let's put Octane in there. I think Octane is in B tier. I mean, he's very fun to play, and all the sweaty raid TTV players move on to Octane, and his play rate is insane right now. But I mean, you can't really buff or nerf Octane. He's a balanced character, in my opinion. He's not OP, he's not bad, he's just balanced. But his play rate is stupid high because he's super fun to play. And he's sweaty. And he can do like very good movement with him, like tap strafing and the new jump pad wall running and stuff. Okay, so that's it for the legends in B tier. Now for A tier. For A tier, the first legend I have is Bloodhound. No, bro. Sad. Okay, I have Bloodhound in A tier because I mean, if you're talking last season, he's S tier, but we have a new kid in the town, and he's kind of a better Bloodhound. And yeah, that's the only reason he's in A tier instead of S tier, basically. And now for why he's in A tier, he's in A tier because there's really no reason. I just put him in A tier because there's a better Bloodhound in S tier. You guys, if you guys know what I'm talking about, you'll get it. So I put Bloodhound in A tier because wait, no, what am I saying, bro? Okay, so for nerfs and buffs he could use. I don't think he could use any buffs. I mean, if they would nerf him, I think they'll increase his scan cooldown a bit, and increase his ultimate cooldown a bit. That's the only nerf I see coming his way. Now for the next legend, A tier is my main, Mr. Pathfinder. Actually, I'm being a bit biased here. I don't think Pathfinder's in A tier, he's in B tier. Pathfinder's in B tier. We'll move back to B tier. Pathfinder is in B tier because, I mean, he's balanced. He's very balanced. He doesn't need anything. He's fun to play. That's why I play him. Okay. He doesn't need any buffs or nerfs. If they would buff him, give him a new passive. That's it. I mean, the current one's kind of bland and simple compared to like Seer's passive or Valkyrie's passive. And now moving back to the A tier, the next legend in A tier is Revenant. Why do I keep on clicking on Horizon, bro? Where's Revenant? I put her in D tier, bro. Okay. I have Horizon in A tier. I mean, what am I saying? I have Revenant in A tier because he got a huge buff recently. Everyone's playing him. His silence is annoying, his totem's annoying, his climb's annoying. Basically, he's one of the most annoying characters in this game. And the two most annoying characters in this game, in my opinion, are Rampart and Revenant. Wow. So yeah, I don't think he needs a buff at all. I think they should nerf him a bit. Nerf his silence damage or the silence time or something. Or make it so you can use your passive during the silence. And that would make sense, but if they do it, I'll be fine with it. So yeah, the next legend in A tier is Wraith. Wraith is in A tier because, I mean, come on, she's Wraith. She's the Portugal of Apex. She has to be at least S tier or A tier. I think that's how they designed her. I mean, she's very useful. Her portals are amazing. In a very good comms team, her portal can be very useful, like stupid useful, and her passive's good. It warns you out at times. That's a good feature. And yeah. If down for buffs and nerfs, I don't think they'll buff her because they know if they buff Wraith, they know how OP she can get. So that they won't buff her. If they will nerf her, I think they might increase the time for her tactical. I don't think they should do that, but if they will do something, it will either be that or they'll increase the alt cooldown or the alt time or something. They could buff her passive though, or give her a new passive. I don't mind that, but I don't think they should do anything to Wraith in my opinion. Now for Caustic, Caustic's jumped up to A tier now. I would say last season he would be C tier, but in my opinion, because of his recent buffs, he's A tier. Now, listen to me. He is A tier because if you're running Fuse and Caustic, right? Now there's no damage cap, but there's if you use Fuse's ult and Caustic's ult together now, just imagine this, right? So they're stuck in a ring of fire, and there's a huge fart grenade in there that does uncapped damage. So we'll go like 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, like that. And soon they'll die very fast. That's the only explanation. But now for buffs and nerfs, I think they might nerf him. They might make the cap 15 or something. Not 15, like 10 or 12. That's a good cap. That's the only buff for nerf I see coming his way. Now for S tier. You guys already know who's in S tier. First of all, the worst in S tier is Valk. I think Valk's in S tier because you can make some stupid big brain plays with it. Like, if you've seen like the best Valk players in the world, like the Predator Valks, you know how big brain they can get, right? And yeah, you can stupid outplay. Her outplay potential is completely stupid with Valk, and her tactical is amazing. The stun on that thing needs to get nerfed, in my opinion. And yeah, if you do get stunned by the Valk tactical, and the whole team's looking at you, and you're like strafing or something, and you get hit by the Valk tactical, consider yourself dead because the stun's too long. You can't do anything. You're pretty much a practice dummy at that point. So yeah, if her ultimate's very good, her passive's stupid good. If they want to buff or nerf her, I don't think they should do anything to her ultimate, her passive, or her flying thing. That's also her passive. I forgot. So yeah, if they nerf her, I think they should reduce the stun on her tactical ability. That's it. Now for the next legend in S tier, we have Gibraltar. Wow, can really rotate. Okay, we have Gibraltar here, my man Gibby, because he's probably the third most annoying character in this game. The dome is good. The dome is stupid good. Like you can throw out your ult and then dome, and you know the pro player clips, right? His passive is annoying. It's the most annoying passive in this game. Okay, trust me. His ultimate does a lot of damage. It does a lot of stun, but I don't think they should reduce the stun. Maybe reduce the damage or something. And yeah, if they wanna for the buffs and nerfs for Gibraltar, I think he needs a lot of nerfs in my opinion. I'll be perfectly fine if they freaking I don't know remove his passive from the game, like the gun shield, because that thing is annoying. But I don't think they'll remove it. If they do, I'll be happy. But if they don't, I'll be okay with it. They should nerf it. Maybe they can make it smaller. That's a good idea. And for his tactical, think they should make it so they should remove this faster res, in my opinion. They should completely remove that. Maybe add health to the dome so you can destroy it, like 500 health. Like yeah, 500 health sounds good. So yeah, that's all about Gibby. Now for the best legend in Apex Legends Season 10, Seer. You guys know why Seer's number one, don't you? I mean, come on. You guys have seen Seer's gameplay, haven't you? I mean, seriously. The character's insane, right? Stupid good. His passive is OP. I think that's the most broken ability in this game. His passive. His tactical is OP. It stuns, it flashes, it reveals health, it scans. It's basically his tactical gives you every effect that you don't want on you. His ultimate is good. It scans you, And I mean, there is a counter to it. They shouldn't do anything to his ultimate. What they should nerf is his tactical and his passive. Add a meter to his tactical, like Valk's jetpacks. That's a good idea. And for his tactical, maybe reduce the damage to 5, reduce the stun, reduce the scan time, remove the flash. I know they're gonna. I think they already did that. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Seer. Now for let me just show you guys the final tier list in presentation mode. Boom! This is the final tier list. So now that's it for this video. Bye.